If you are watching this video right now, I want you to pay attention for the next 15 minutes because this scholarship is genuinely different from everything else I have ever covered on this channel. Most scholarship wants you to already have the perfect academic backgrounds, the big CGPA, the published research already, a long list of achievements that honestly a lot of us just do not have it yet, especially when you are the first person in your family walking through this university gate. But this one was literally designed just for you. The Tandem Scholarship from the DUS, which is the German University Foundation, is a fully structured undergraduate scholarship program in Germany that targets first-generation university students whose parents never went to university, students who are figuring out on their own. And right now, applications are open for 2026 with a deadline of September 1st, 2026. If that is you or someone you know, keep watching because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what this scholarship offers, whether you are qualified, what documents you need to prepare, and how to write your motivation letter and how to submit your application step by step. So first thing first, what exactly is Tandem? TANDEM. Tandem is a scholarship program run by DUS. The foundation has been running since the early 2000s and it focuses on promoting science, research and education in Germany. The Tandem program itself launched in 2012 and right now around 100 students are in the program at any given time across Germany. Right now, here is what makes Tandem stand out from every other scholarship I've talked about on this channel. Most scholarship gives you money. Tandem gives you mentor. Specifically, Tandem gives you a one-on-one mentoring relationship with a university lecturer who is in your exact subject area and in your city. Not someone's random, not a video call from across the country. A real academic in your field near you who is volunteering their time to work with you through your degree. That is genuinely rare. And if you are a first generation student trying to navigate a German university without a parent who has done it before, having that kind of close academic guidance can change everything around you. But Tandem is more than just a mentoring and we are going to cover all of that very shortly. Now first, let's talk about who can actually apply for Tandem Scholarship because this scholarship has a specific target and you need to know it before you start your application. Now let's go through the eligibility requirement one by one and I want you to mentally take this off as we go. Right, number one, you must be beginning your bachelor's degree studies in either of the summer semester in 2026 or the winter in 2026. This scholarship is for students who are just starting out, not for students already midway through their degree. Right, number two is you must be the first person in your family to attend university. Neither of your parents can hold a university degree. This is the core condition of the Tandem program. It was built for first generation students, full stop. And this is very funny at this point. So this scholarship is just for first generation. So your parent must not hold a university degree. So if your parent is holding a university degree, you are not qualified for this scholarship. The number three is your place of study must be at the German Public University or University of Applied Sciences. Private universities are excluded. Dual study programs are also excluded. So it has to be a traditional public institution. Number four is your secondary school certificate. And number five is you must be actively engaged in volunteer work or community service. Now, here is the important question I know some of you are already asking. Is this only for German citizens? The DOS does not list any nationality restriction on the tandem program. What matters is that you are enrolled at a qualifying German public university and that you are a first generation student who will be applying at the qualifying German university. You can apply. So if you are an international student, including students from Africa, you are qualified to apply for this scholarship. And a quick check is if you tick all of the 5 boxes, you are eligible. So keep watching. And if you miss one, check the alternative section at the end of this video because I have covered some great backup options in case you are not qualified for this particular scholarship. So let's quickly look at the benefits of this scholarship. And this is a part of the video where people usually expect me to say you get X euros per month, monthly stipend, this and that. No, Tandem does not work like that. And honestly, what it does offer might be even more valuable than a monthly stipend alone. So let me walk you through the full package. And number one is one-on-one mentoring. You get a university lecturer matched to your specific subject and your city. This person meets with you regularly throughout your entire degree. They give you academic guidance, career direction, and a kind of insider knowledge that most students only get if their parents happen to go to the same university. The number two is 2 workshops per year. Now, these are mandatory and they cover skills that universities often forget to teach you. Topics include mentoring skills, self-management and learning strategies, presentation and communication, job application training, business etiquette, and conflict management. These workshops happen twice a year and they are compulsory for all tandem scholars, right? Then three is your personal professional coaching. At least once during your scholarship period, you get a private session with a professional life and career coach. This is one-on-one, not a group session, not a webinar, a real coaching conversation about you and your goals. Now, if you have never had access to professional coaching before, this alone is something that people in privileged positions pay hundreds of euros for. Tandem gives it to you as part of the scholarship, right? Four is annual study budget. Now, each year, Tandem gives you a drawdown budget you can use for study related costs, books, materials, software, study resource. The exact amount is not publicly listed, but the foundation confirms it exists and is accessible per scholar per year, right? Then five is a digital package. Now, once during your scholarship period, you receive a one-time digital package to help you buy the digital equipment you need for your studies. Think of laptop support, software licenses, that kind of investment, right? Those are the things you enjoy under a digital package. Then six is travel cost reimbursement. Now, when you travel to attend a tandem workshops and seminars, your travel costs are covered. You are not paying out of your pocket to participate in your own scholarship program, right? Then number seven is networking and expert events. Number eight is summer session in the USA. That means every year between 5 and 7, tandem scholars are selected for a 6 week summer sessions in the United States. And this is competitive internal selection within the scholarship community, but it is available to all active scholars. Yeah, a 6 week trip to US for selected scholars as part of an undergraduate scholarship in Germany. That is the kind of things that looks exceptional on any future graduate school or job application, right? The funding duration covers your full standard undergraduate study period plus up to 2 additional semesters. Now, let us talk about the document. The good news is that the tandem application does not require a mountain of paperwork. The DOS is clear about exactly what they want and they want it all in one single PDF file. Here is your checklist. Document number one is your motivation letter, maximum of 1 page, and this is the most important document in your application. So I'll give you a specific tips on how to write it in just a moment. Document number two is your tabular CV, maximum of 2 pages, and this must be in tabular format, which is the German standard for a structured table style resume. No fancy graphic CVs, clean, readable, organized, right? Now, document number three is your habitus certificate or international equivalent. Now, this is your secondary school leaving certificate showing your final grade. If your certificate is not in German, you may need to you may need a certified translation, right? Check the DUS directly if you are unsure about this. The number four document is your university enrollment or admission letter, and this is your official confirmation that you have been accepted to or are enrolled at a qualifying German public university. And that is it. 4 documents, 1 PDF, 1 email. One very important instruction that the DUS make explicit is do not send multiple attachments. Merge everything into one single PDF file before you send. If you send 4 separate files, your application may be set aside. Use a free tools like ilovepdf.com to merge your documents. It is free. It takes about 60 seconds and it will save your application. So I'm going to put the email on the description of this video. You are going to email your PDF to to that email, and it will submit as an application. Now use a clear email subject line, something like Tandem 2026 application, your full name. Keep it professional. Show the foundation that you have direction, even if the part is still being worked out, right? Then address Tandem specifically. Tell them what you expect from the one-on-one mentoring. Briefly, let me give you a motivation letter tips. Now, your motivation letter is the single most important thing in your Tandem application. It is the only place where you get to speak directly to the foundation in your own words. 1 page, make every sentences count. Explain why you choose your degree. The DUS literally asks you in the application instruction to address your expectation of the scholarship. If your letter could apply to any scholarship in the world, it is too generic, right? What would a mentor in your field means to you practically? Maybe you want someone who can help you navigate the German academic system. Maybe you want guidance on research opportunities. Whichever it is, be very, very specific. Then mention your volunteer work. Connect it to who you are. Do not just list it. Explain why you do it and what it says about your values. Close your goals, right? Now, where do you want to be after your degree? What kind of professional do you want to become? Give the foundation a reason to bet on you. And again, keep it 1 page. 1 page that is thoughtful, personal, and specific will always beat 2 pages of generic writing. All right, so let me walk you through the full application process from the start to finish. And this is your action plan. The first step is to confirm your eligibility. Go back to the checklist I covered earlier. First generation student, qualifying public German university, habitus grid of at least good, active in volunteer work, and starting in 2026 or winter 2026 or 2027. So if all five are ticked, move on to step two. And the step two is write your motivation letter. Use the tips I just gave you. Write it yourself. Do not copy a template. 1 page, personal, specific, and honest. Then step three is to prepare your tabular CV. Now 2 pages maximum. Prioritize the volunteer and educational sections, right? Then the step 4 is gather your document. You need your abitur certificate and your university admission or enrollment letter. If anything needs translation, sort that out first before the deadline approaches. Then the step 5 is to merge everything into one PDF. Your motivation letter, then your CV, then your abitur certificate, then your enrollment letter. Merge them at ilovepdf.com or a similar free tool that you can find online. Save the final file with your name in the file name. Then, for example, you can write it Tandem 2026, then you write your name .pdf, right? Now, the step 6 is to send your application by email to the email I'm going to attach to this video description. You're going to find the email there, so you send your application to that email and make sure you write your subject line as Tandem 2026 application, then hyphen, then your full name. Then the step 7 is to save your confirmation. Keep a copy of your sent email and your PDF in a folder. If anything goes wrong, you have proof of submission, right? The deadline is September 1st, 2026. That is a hard cutoff, not September 2nd, September 1st. Do not wait until the last day. Submit at least 1 week earlier to be safe. Now, let's quickly look at some common mistakes you can avoid during your application to this particular scholarship. And these are the mistakes that will get your application rejected before anyone even reads your motivation letter. The mistake number 1 is sending multiple attachments. The DOS says one PDF. So if you send 4 separate files, you have not followed the instruction. One PDF every time, right? Mistake number 2 is going over page limit. Now, 2 pages for your CV, 1 page for your motivation letter. Over the limit means over the edge, right? Mistake number 3 is applying as a master's student. Tandem is for undergraduates only. Master's students do not qualify. Full stop. Now, mistake number 4 is applying from a private or dual study university. The mistake number 5 is writing a generic motivation letter. Mistake number 6 is missing the deadline. September 1st, 2026 is the last day. There is no grace period. Send your application early. Mistake number 7 is not mentioning your volunteer work. Community engagement is a core eligibility requirement. So if your motivation letter and your CV are silent on this, it raises a red flag. Now, avoid these 7 things and your application is already stronger than most other people. You have submitted. Now, what next? First, check your email for the confirmation acknowledgement from the DOS. If you do not receive anything within 2 weeks of submitting, send a polite follow-up email to Anna Bash. Now, keep it short and professional, right? To that same email that you send your applications to. Then secondly, keep checking your spam folder. Sometimes emails from German Foundation lands in the spam folder, especially if your email provider does not recognize the sender. Now, third is if you are shortlisted, the DOS may reach out for additional information or an interview. You have to be ready to respond quickly, have your document backed up so you can send anything they request without delay. Then the fourth is while you wait, do not stop preparing. Keep working on your German language skills. If you are still developing them, research your program and your university. Now, let's quickly consider some of the alternatives in case you did not win this scholarship. Now, if you apply and do not get selected, here is the most important thing I want you to hear. One rejection is not a closed door. It is just one door. Now, you can visit our website to explore other opportunities, other scholarships that are currently open, and you can try them out. One of them could be your match. And that is everything I think you need to know to apply for the Tandem Scholarship in Germany 2026. Let me give you your final action list before you click off this video. 1. Confirm your eligibility against the 5 requirements I listed. 2. Start writing your motivation letter today. 3. Prepare your tabular CV, maximum of 2 pages. 4. Gather your habitus certificate and enrollment letter. 5. Merge everything together in one PDF. And 6 is to email it to the email I'm going to pin to the comment and to the description of this video before September 1st, 2026. That is the 6 steps between you and one of the most personal, supportive undergraduate scholarship programs in Germany. And if this video helped you, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps these channels reach more students who need this information. And that is the whole point of Sprint Remote. Subscribe so you do not miss the next scholarship video, and drop a comment below telling me which country you are applying from. I read every single comment. The link to the official Tandem Scholarship page is in the description and in the comment section, right? Everything I cover today is also in our full blog post at sprintremote.com. So you can go check it out.